Hey guys, it's Jalen. Welcome back. I am here today to do my update for my 21 in 2021 Project Pan. This is a project where I picked 21 items in my makeup beauty collection to try to work through this year. Some had usage goals, some have finish goals. So, I am doing pretty good on this project, to be honest. I'm pretty happy with where I am. So coming into this update, I was working on 9 items. And I'm able to roll one out. And I'm surprised this is rolling out so early. Really surprised. So, the item that I'm able to roll out is in my very dirty NARS Nordstrom's Best Cheek Palette. And you probably know what this is if you watched my last video, but I am able to roll out the bronzer. I hit that tiny pan, side pan, in the NARS Laguna bronzer. But there is there's a giant dip in this. I don't know if it's going to be easy to see. It's probably going to have to be this way. But yeah, so I've got a pretty decent dip going, and it's just from where my brush was grabbing powder. But I'm pretty happy with that. I'm currently working on another bronzer. Let me see if I can remember what project I put it in. I kind of don't remember. Okay, that's kind of what I thought. Yeah, so I put it in my Labor of Love It project. So I'm working on the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer. And so I really want to get some use on that because it's an older product, very similar to this. I mean, this is an older palette as well, and that one's a mini, so I'd like to show some wear on that because I can only really wear that in this time of year. It does not work for me in the winter at all. I have to use the Milk Chocolate Soleil for the fall winter time. So yeah, but I'm very happy to have hit pan in that bronzer. Super exciting. So while I have this palette open, I can talk about the other item I have in this project from this palette, and it is this blush here, and it is in Deep Throat. So I have used, I think I use Deep Throat a handful of times every month, and there is definitely some wear on it. It's not a ton, but it's there, and I feel like the pressing imprint has gone away on this. At least I've worn away the imprint, which I'm pretty stoked about. But yeah, so it's going to be in this project until I am done with this project. I would imagine I'm just going to keep it in here and continue to work on it. It's not a focus product, but it is a product that I just want to work on. And so I continue to keep it around. And until I have like a finale, it'll hang out. Now the same goes for the blush in my Hourglass Ambient Lighting Edit Volume 4 palette. Here is the palette and how it's looking right now. So I did finish the powder, which was in this project, as well as the bronzer. That was in this project as well earlier. So yay. And I think I'm going to put this powder, which is the Ambient Lighting Finishing Powder. It's the finishing powder in Dim Light. So I think I'm going to put that in my Go for the Goal project whenever I have an opening. And I'll probably need to put it in there soon because the powder is for this time of year. And it's a good shade match for me. So that's probably what's going to happen. But I am working on Euphoric Fusion, which is that blush up top. And if I have a picture from what it looked like last time, I will put it on the screen as well. My goal is to flatten the dome, which I have done. I mean, it's hard for me to show, but when you compare it to the other blush, there is a pretty significant difference between the two. But right now, I really am getting my brush in there and just going through. I do both powders at one time. So here is what Euphoric Fusion looks like by itself. And then here's what it looks like mixed. So you can see the difference. So it's very subtle, but Euphoric Fusion is on the top and then the two mixed are on the bottom. But it works better for the summertime because it's not so dark and it adds a nice like peachy flush. In addition, you know, working with that Euphoric Fusion. So the other blush is Luminous Glow and they're both really pretty. So similar to that NARS palette, this will just hang out in here until the end of this project whenever I'm done with everything else. As long as I'm getting consistent use on this and using it at least a couple of times a month, because I do feel like I've hit my goal on this because I have flattened the dome. But I just want to continue to have it around so I can work on it, if that makes sense. So as long as I'm using it a couple of times a month, I'm happy. Now let's get into the other items in this project. So I have two pencils. One is a lip pencil, which has no movement. ColourPop Dopey. So here's the shade. And I don't know why. I don't know why. I have been using lip liners more recently, but not this particular one. So this one has like no use. And my goal for this is to use, I think, a third of it. Yeah, my goal is to use a third of that pencil. Now my goal for this is to finish. This is the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On pencil, eye pencil in Voodoo. So it is this purple eyeliner here. And here's the shade. And this is really pretty. I have used this a bunch lately, so I do have some progress to show, but I only use it in my waterline. I don't use this on the tops, like the top part of my lashes. That's always a black liner. So it just takes longer for me to use that and get use on it. I am consistently using the Algenist Power Advanced Wrinkle Fighter 360 Degree Eye Serum. So it is this one here. I have no idea where I am. I actually did decant this into a little squeezy tube that I then took with me to Florida so that I would still be using this while I was gone. And I'm still working on the very like last bit that was remaining in that little squeezy tube because I put a lot in there for some reason, thinking that I was going to go through all this eye serum while I was gone. But yeah, this is a nice serum, and but I will be happy whenever I get it done. I knew that it would take me a while to finish this. This is 30 mils. So it takes a while to get through. The other skincare item I have is the Dr. Jart Derma Clear Transfoam Clay Mask. So here is how I'm doing. I actually did make progress. As you can see, that's my new line. So I used it, I think, once or twice last month. And so I'm pretty happy with this. I mean, I definitely, if I continue to use that much every month, I will have this done, you know, like in 3 or 4 months. So it's going to be in here for a little while. But I mean, we're getting down to the wire because I'm down to 8 products. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, I'm down to 8 products. Okay, and the last item that I finally started using is the Hourglass Veil Mineral Primer. So I have just this deluxe size sample, and I really wanted to work on this because this is an older item in my collection, and I have several of these that I need to eventually work out. So I am where that line is. That's about how much I've used so far. There is a little bit of product here at the top, but I have been using this, like the last 2 or 3 days over the last week or so. I've probably used it 3 or 4 times. So yeah, it's a okay primer. It's not my favorite. I usually need something a bit more hydrating than this, but it's got that silicone-y slip, and with kind of the skin texture that I had going on from being out in the sun for so long, for a full week, this is something that I felt like I needed. And my face is feeling actually a slightly bit oily. As you can see, I have some shine on my forehead, which I don't mind. But I'm also trying out this new thing where I don't set my foundation. Who am I? So I don't set my foundation at all. I will put bronzer and blush on top of not wet face, but a set face with the foundation has settled. And I'm actually enjoying that. I feel like it's working out pretty well for my skin. So, but that means I'm not going through as much translucent powder. But anyway, I think I'm trying out something new that I haven't done ever. And it's reminding me to use my cream blush that I have in the Partners in Cream, because I always forget to wear that until after I've already set my face. So anyway, that is my update for today. Like, there's not that much left in this project, which is exciting. It's just, hopefully it's not boring. I am very excited about that bronzer. Super excited about that bronzer. I thought that was going to be in here all year and that I was not going to be able to hit pan. And then all of a sudden I was like, there it is. So it's pretty exciting. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you are doing well and staying safe. Please hit that subscribe button and I'll see y'all next time. Bye. Hey. Hi. Come here. Nobody can see you over there. You not coming?